What is up, everybody? This is Merc Mike, and this is another the Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Merc Mike, I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we do have tons of wrestling to cover, but at first, we go back to the wrestling retrospect. And last week, you pick Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yes, sir. I just want to say shout outs to Hackshaw. I saw recently, like they were saying, he's had to go back and fight against the cancer again.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. And I was like, damn, you picked the right time.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Just wish him well, because I picked him because he was a memorable character.
Yes, 100%.
He did his job. And so go ahead, because I think you gave me the first ones, the suggestions.
Yeah. So
You know which one it was?
So one of my first ones I told you. Well, one I was definitely going to try to find, and I was surprised I actually found it, because seeing the pattern of our last four picks, I always try to find the Ultimate Dragon match. So I was like, does Hacksaw Jim Duggan have a Ultimate Dragon match? And lo and behold, I found one.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
it was pretty funny too. I liked it.
It was a good match too. It was like a fun match. It was a 6-man tag. Give you the little details of it. And Ginchichiro, Tairu, Hasuhara, and Ultimo Dragon.
There was a hell of a lot of people in that match.
Yeah.
I did not know who they were, but they all did good.
And then you had Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jerry Estrada, and Carmella on the other team.
And I'm not familiar with Jerry Estrada.
Yeah.
But I will say he damn sure hung in there with Ultimo. So like I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. He fought with a vest on.
Yeah. It was a fun match. It was a fun match. Like I was surprised by it. Like again, I even said you in the beginning. I was like, yo, I was looking for it as a joke, but I found one. Just to see if I could keep it going of someone fighting Ultimate Dragon. But because the last four picks, I have found someone fighting Ultimate Dragon. So that was actually a fun match. Something that I highlighted. One thing I got to give shout out to Me with the Opinion. He actually really enjoyed this pick because he went back to shit that he have not seen in a long time. He was like, "Yo, check out the Hacksaw and Earthquake match from 90 and shit." So it had me going back to a lot of things. I told him one you have to go through, and it's just more of a moment than a wrestling match. Is when he went heel and joined Team Canada in WCW.
Oh yeah.
So that one was a good one. So it was like it was just him, like he shaved his face, he cut his hair, he started reigning Team Canada and stuff like that. So everything he said about the United States, he was saying about Canada now. So that was him going heel.
That's great. Embrace another country. That's it.
It was fun. That was with Lance Storm. I think it was something Skipper.
Was it Eli Skipper?
Eli Skipper, and he had one more person in the group.
Okay.
I think it was he had Major Guns.
Oh, she was an active. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Right.
She betrayed. She betrayed him and joined Team Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lance Storm won all the mid-card titles. He was the U.S. champ, he was the Tyree champ, and he was the Cruiserweight champ. And he was the Hardcore champ, he was the U.S. champ, and he was the Cruiserweight champ. And he changed the names of all those titles.
Yeah, I've only seen that picture, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. So Hacksaw out here being in part of major moments. Okay.
Yep. So, what's your match?
The one I showed you was the I didn't know it when I picked it, but I think I did see this one. That's why I looked it up.
Yeah.
And there was a Nitro from '98.
Okay.
Let's see. It says 3/2/98. Scott Steiner versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, I was just watching that right before we started.
And so the reason I picked it, even though unfortunately this is probably like the bare minimum watchability of footage. There's so many matches. I'm so mad. This is definitely somewhere on the network, so you could probably find this.
Yeah.
But like this is the beginning of Scott Steiner turning blonde and with the beard and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like he has his beard, even he looks awkward. It's before he gets it right.
Okay.
Like the stripes and stuff, like is before he gets it right. He has the white classic Steiner.
Yeah.
Leotards, but he changes it up later. So like I was like, oh snap, this is the actual beginning.
Yeah.
Also, brain on commentary every time. It's just a good thing. So
Yeah.
look, if I have to give WCW credit for one thing, it was for getting brain on commentary. All right.
Yeah.
I don't care. And him commentating a Hacksaw Jim Duggan match is hilarious. That's all I have to say. The entire match is just him insulting him in different ways. It's great. Please watch it. It's only 6 minutes too.
Yeah.
And Scott Steiner cheats. He low blows him mid match. It's actually pretty fun to watch. So,
I'm actually trying to find this so I could just get the title match because it was on a pay-per-view.
mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to find. It was on a Fall Brawl. I know that the pay-per-view. I'm just trying to see if this was actually the match, or it was a year later or something like that. But yeah. So the next one I'm going with is pretty much what became WWE's probably one of the most iconic wrestlers in WWE. He loses in a less than 30-second match against Hacksaw Jim Duggan for the U.S. title, and that's Stunning Steve Austin versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan for the U.S. title. That was at Fall Brawl. Fall Brawl '94. And originally he was supposed to fight Ricky Steamboat, but Ricky Steamboat was injured. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan came in and whooped Stunning Steve Austin's ass. I'm surprised that he's not a multi-time U.S. champion, seeing that he's all about the United States.
That's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, right? Like that should be the only title he goes for. Like he should never go for a world title. He go for the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It was fun. And
it was
One thing me and Minion was talking about, and I was saying to you too. Like one thing about Hacksaw Jim Duggan, he's not the greatest wrestler, but he gets that crowd behind him more than there's an art to how he gets that crowd behind him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He knows how to call the spots. He knows how to listen for that crowd. He knows when to start doing his comeback. He knows a lot of those things that make his matches, as vanilla they are, more entertaining because the crowd's participation.
Mm-hmm. Once he starts yelling "ho" and the crowd yells it back, there you go.
Yep, or USA.
You did, I like in the Japanese match that he did not start a USA chant.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They're like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going.
Yeah, but so that would be my second match.
And I guess the last one for me, because I share that Japanese match with you. I didn't pick another one. This one is the Spirit Squad versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Eugene.
Oh God, I didn't go that far back either.
But so what? I think they said this is 2006. I think it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a date for the video. It was uploaded pretty recently too. It was 2021. Somebody put this up. I think this is hilarious. But it's pretty much the Spirit Squad kicking their ass.
Yeah.
And then Hacksaw, they're beating up Eugene. Not really cheating, but you can see Dolph Ziggler outside just being a madman, which is hilarious. But they're beating them up. Oh, they're beating up Eugene a lot. And Hacksaw comes in, does the classic the head clunk thing.
Yeah.
And then they just roll him up. And that's it. It's hilarious. But for some reason, that was enough to send Eugene into a rage. Yeah. And he tries to kill Hacksaw. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yo. So you got to see it. You just got to see him. He pushes the ref. Like, he goes nuts, dude. He tries to murder him with his own 2x4.
Yep.
It's great.
That's what he does. That is what he does. So, the next match I have, it's a NWA match. Okay. I think it's a collar match. I'm trying to find it. I just had it recently. It's probably one of the most brutal matches I've seen of Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and it kind of went into. There you go. So it was 1985, December 27th. It was NWA. It was Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Bud Sawyer in a collar match. And that shit was brutal and bloody as shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you saw also Hulk Hogan with brown sideburns, which was weird.
Did he have a mustache?
Yeah, he still had the mustache, but he kind of looked weird.
Okay.
But yeah. Seeing Hogan not like Hogan ish is kind of weird to me sometimes.
That's pretty funny.
I'll put some of the honorable mentions. These are probably the more popular matches of his. Warrior Rumble, the first Warrior Rumble. He actually won the first Warrior Rumble. There is also one of him knocking out Andre the Giant with the 2x4. And it was on a regular house show kind of thing, and he was going 1-on-1 with Andre the Giant, and the crowd was going shit mad, and the crowd was amping him up, and he whacks him with the 4x4
in the head.
Yep.
Did it break?
Nope.
Damn.
And then he takes out Andre the Giant with that. So that was a good one. He was a great heel. He was a great babyface. He was mostly babyface for most of his career until WCW when he did Team Canada. NWA, he went back and forth, and that's probably where his bloodiest stuff will be. If you go back, and that's mid 80s or early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But that was probably one of his more popular ones. 92 the original Royal Rumble, that was probably another popular one. Hacksaw versus where was it? He had a lot of battles with Big Boss Man in WCW. I remember that too. So those are usually the stuff that most people remember, or anything that has to do with America versus somebody. So with Sergeant Slaughter, he had a little rivalry with U.S. versus Iraq and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was that guy, but I always give him credit because he had charisma. He had some of the biggest charismas back in the day, and even to nowadays, the little things that he did in the ring just really got the crowd going. And I think that a lot of people can actually learn from Hacksaw Jim Duggan, just how he controls that crowd.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta. It's a show, damn it! Don't be so serious.
Don't be so serious. Yep. So yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was a lot of fun to watch. It was actually a lot of fun to go back to his match and stuff. So today's my pick, and at the end of the show, we'll find out who we are watching. So that's the wrestling retrospect. We're gonna go into the week of wrestling. So little news. Lana made headlines with her. It's not OnlyFans. She did. She's doing the same thing. Brand. I think it's brand something. I forgot what it's called. It's the same thing that Peyton Royce and Billy Kay is doing.
I just retweeted the picture because of the little head.
Yeah.
The little mirror.
Yeah. It was the little head, and she was very successful in her launch. I think she made over $20,000 in the first couple hours. So congrats, Lana, and hopefully they're very successful with that.
I mean, that happened to
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm was the first one. But I mean, there's a few of them that do that have done that. Whatchamacallit?
So
one of the Australian girls is I
forgot. Jessie and McKay.
No, not those two.
But they're doing really good with those two.
The younger one that got released from NXT.
Persia.
Persia. That's
Persia. Yeah.
Leave them alone long enough, you forget their name.
Yeah, Persia. But then we don't know their real name, so we go by the WWE name.
That's the whole thing. They never. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. 100%. Hey man, if it's a way for them to make income and fans, I think a lot of them do it for also connection with fans, and then they do their little thing. If you expect nudity and stuff, I guarantee you probably 98% of them don't do it. So if you're there just to support, and they have some very tasteful, very classy photos and stuff like that, by all means support them.
I'll just put it as, remember the days there used to be magazines that they were branded under the wrestling industry.
I miss those.
That had a section or were issues dedicated to this, so they had an outlet for it back in the day.
Yeah.
It's not like it's nothing new. So that's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
How many photo shoots did they use to advertise the Trish Stratus on the beach? Come on, dog.
Yeah. But
Come
this
on,
time,
dog.
but this time is the superstar actually making money off of it.
Yeah, exactly. The checks.
That's
But hey, listen. I think Trish got some of that money. I'm just saying.
But congrats for Lana, because that was the first thing she kind of really did after leaving WWE. She'd been kind of quiet since. I know she filmed some movies. Same thing with Jessie McKay. She actually got casted for a movie, so we'll see her in the movie soon. But yeah, all the respect. Anyway, we go into the week of wrestling. Oh, the big news. Well, news to us because we really love their stuff. Up, up, down, down. Breeze is back.
I see. Welcome.
That made me so happy.
Back, Breeze.
So
now, when can we have Swiss?
So New Day got a partner. Who is gonna be next week?
It's not gonna be Breeze.
I wouldn't pass it either.
I would don't give me hope. What's the Hawkeye picture? Don't do that.
So
man.
I personally, I have a feeling it's gonna be Drew McIntyre because he did the Big D thing with him and everything like that. So I actually feel like that's the go-to guy to team up with them against Sheamus and his crew. But and we're gonna talk about that later on SmackDown's thing. But I have a little thing that I'm like, you know what? There's a big chance Claudio could be a fucking partner.
Okay.
Or Breeze.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't know nothing. And that would be a very, very big surprise if it was Claudio because there's mum's the word. Nothing come out of this guy talking about anything like
but
that.
You also, the crowd will go nuts if they hear his music come out.
The Cesaro section. He has a section. Come on, man.
And the fact that and it also makes sense with the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
He has history with them, especially as Sheamus the last couple of months beat the shit out of him, and they're former tag team partners. So basically, they have story there. So I think Claudio might return.
Maybe.
So we'll see.
Is this the first surprise? That's a real surprise. We'll see.
I don't know, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for a surprise and not a. But again, I have a big feeling if it's not nobody, it's gonna be Drew McIntyre. But if they want to get a surprise in, I think it would be Claudio.
Because they've been pretty bad about surprises. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Telling you 2 weeks beforehand, so and so showing up. Like, damn, all right, come on, man.
Yeah.
You couldn't have waited till the day of and been like, all right, well, at least I got to the show and I was hyped. Now I'm not hyped.
And then they also gave you Ezekiel.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, it's been okay.
He's been good. Him and KO, listen, and now the addition of Gable, yeah, good. So
right. So we kick off the weekend wrestling. We do have Bobby Lashley defeats Omos in a steel cage match.
And he got his ass whooped and he won. That's the story.
Yeah.
But he was cheering.
Yeah,
he was cheering like a little kid. He looked like a children, just a big child. But the way he was cheesing when they raised his arms when he won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you got thrown out the cage. You got fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that was my problem with that match. Why was he so happy?
So my issue with that match was, like, you're the one that kind of wanted it to be a cage match. So wouldn't you try to finish it in the ring instead of like? So there was times that he went to climb out like really fast when he actually had almost down. Like, aren't you in a rivalry with him and you kind of want to beat the shit out of him? So if he's down, wouldn't you just beat his ass down a little bit more?
I guess so, but maybe this is a good guy, Bobby Lashley. You notice that, right?
Yeah.
I guess not.
I guess not.
He wants to win the match as cleanly as possible.
Even though that was the match he wanted because he wanted almost all to himself. So I'm just saying that's what you gave me, and then I saw it coming. They're like, watch, there's gonna be shenanigans with the cage, threw him through a cage, and then they just stared at him.
This is the second time that happened behind you.
Yeah, they've done
The
that
last time
times.
didn't Bobby like slam somebody through the cage, or he speared or something like that. Strowman, right? And he but at least then he was the one giving the other person a move at least.
Yeah.
But Bob, man, you got tossed.
Yeah, I didn't care for that. I was not a big fan of the match. I was not caring about the storyline. Cedric just came out of nowhere and just trying to be involved with everything and just getting his ass kicked. So like, there's a lot of things of that I just don't care for. So
that shouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Cedric doesn't come off as threatening. He comes off as comical.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what they want.
They gotta be careful. You're gonna start stabbing people.
I mean, listen, is he known for stabbing people?
I don't know, but he is gonna be.
I don't know. That's the lore about Cedric. Watch out. He'll stab you in the locker room.
He's going to start stabbing people in the ankles.
I mean, because he knows you only get a certain amount of time. It's below the waist.
Oh, man. So we got that. We got Veer defeat Mustafa Ali with the help of Miz as referee. Stupid Miz.
Yeah, I know. But the story's still continuing.
No,
right?
the story's continuing, and I have a feeling it's going to lead Ali to a U.S. title. So hopefully we get a good rivalry and it picks up. But yeah, they're pretty much just screwing Ali every second they get a chance to. And I guess they stopped the Ciampa thing because he didn't show up that day.
That's messed up.
Yeah. We got Riddle defeating Jimmy Uso. Solid match.
Actually, yes. I did like that match a lot.
We had AJ Styles and Finn Balor tag teaming with Liv Morgan on their side, defeating Los Lotharios.
That was all right. That was actually, I mean, not for nothing. Angel Garza was he was swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been the only one that noticed that. I was like, nah, this man is out here trying to hurt somebody. So it was good. It was a good
match. And kind of showcased them as a tag team now, and they did the whole too sweet in the ending of the match.
I mean, good for them, right? If they're gonna keep something going, good. That's the thing. Are we gonna forget about it in 2 more weeks? Are we?
Probably not, because they're pretty much gonna be fighting Edge.
Oh, all right.
Alexa Bliss defeats Sonya Deville. Solid match.
I thought it was funny that again she ain't say nothing. Did she say hi?
She didn't say nothing. And how you have like your best one of your best females on the mic and you have not gave her the mic to use? Alexa Bliss is like top 5 definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And probably in the top category of it.
Yeah, I know.
So I want to hear her talk. I like
Alexa her and Becky and Sasha and Bailey, like even Charlotte, those, they could just say whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. So yeah, give Alexa Bliss the mic. I like the new theme.
Yeah, I know.
Tilted the theme fit.
I'm the whatever. That's not my style of music. It was whatever. But here's the thing. Here's what my problem is. If it's not the girl who sings boyfriend, what's the song?
What, Avril Lavigne?
If it's not her, I don't want it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because it fits. All right? That's all I'm saying.
I did.
That's a style of music. I'm just saying.
We got Ezekiel defeat Chad Gable. Everything they did in backstage was hilarious. I gotta give them credit for that.
One of the high parts of the show is just them because they get along so good.
I need Kevin Owens and Chad Gable and Otis all to be officially a group. They need to be a stable.
Oh man, no!
They need to be a stable. I want them as a stable.
God damn it! No, it's funnier with KO just being the guy. Like, why? It almost seems like, why are you here?
Yeah.
But it's almost the opposite because it's KO still obsessing, but Gable's the guy that's like, why are you here?
Yeah.
But he's still there because I think he still owes him the money.
Oh yeah.
He still owes him the money.
Pay him right.
You understand why I like this?
He paid him in Canada.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you understand why like
Yeah,
this is like this
it's
continuity
funny.
here, and
Yeah,
it's like, okay, they're good, they're good.
yeah. And then our main event, which was a lot of controversy with the whole Sasha Banks and Naomi. We could probably get into that right after we finish the show.
Hmm.
So lineup being Asuka versus Becky Lynch for number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship. I like when they do it like this more than I like the challenger fighting the champion and winning the champion. So I
Yeah,
rather
true.
them build into a contendership than them actually just beating the champion. It kind of beats the purpose. But
Exactly.
Becky, Asuka caught Becky slipping and missed her in the face.
Well, no, she tried to get her.
Yeah, she did.
That's what happened. She countered the get. You
Yep,
know what I'm
she took her
saying? So,
umbrella. Shout outs to Kari
hmm
Singh. That was a Kari Singh umbrella. Just saying.
hmm
And yeah, she missed her in the face and whooped her ass.
That's what you get.
Asuka,
Apparently, it's not. It does not count as a foreign object because I'm sure the ref sees that.
the
I'm
ref sees the
just
green
saying.
on the face, but I don't think he could say anything about it being on there
Come on,
afterwards.
man. Becky was. Look, listen. The thing is, you got to give Becky credit
Yeah,
because she was acting like she was on fire.
yeah.
So if you see a competitor on fire, just give it a look. Come on, man.
She probably was rude to that referee, so he was like,
Shout out,
"Yeah."
shout outs to Joey Janela trying to burn himself. Come on, man. What are you doing?
All right. Monday Night Raw. What did you give it?
I gotta give it I gotta give it an A. I mean, the controversy aside, it was a good ass show, and it was just so much fun stuff. I mean, I guess A minus for the cage match because it was supposed to be a big part. I gotta give
Yeah,
credit for that not being good.
yeah. I'll go B plus. That
Yeah,
cage match kind of put bad taste in my mouth.
yeah, I get you. I
Yeah.
get you.
It's a B plus. It's still a solid score. So there was a big issue with Sasha Banks and Naomi not wanting to compete because so looking up the reasons why, and I try to find like a common source. So I'll read different sources, and the most common one was so what happened was supposed to be a 6 women challenge. Naomi was supposed to go over and have a fight with Bianca at the pay per view. And then on SmackDown, they was gonna do something similar, and Sasha Banks was gonna win, and she was supposed to fight Ronda Rousey. They're both gonna lose the title match, and then go back. So what they got mad at is that they're gonna make the tag teams on the back burner, and have them just fighting them two, and they got tired of that. They wanted to build that tag team division, which sadly only has 2 teams.
I thought that was the point. Yeah, I thought that was okay. So, Merc, when her and Bailey made those things basically into existence,
Yeah,
don't you think it sucks when they just get thrown to the side?
100%.
And don't you think that okay, we will these things into existence? Only one of us is here right now,
Yeah,
right? So I'm taking this thing that I'm doing with actual freneurs,
yeah,
we're trying to make it work,
yeah,
right? That's what I thought.
yeah.
Why would you just? Oh yeah, you guys are just gonna lose,
So my other thing is like
and then
why
nothing for
is
the belt. What happened?
and
What
also
happened?
why was Nikki Cross and Doudrop in that match as well? Like what the have they done? At least Nikki Cross on her side is like she's a former champion, and you could have just made it a former champion kind of thing. But Doudrop is not a former champion, so them just getting a title shot just did not make sense at all because all they do is lose.
It's
And then
lazy,
yeah, it's very lazy. It's
bro.
very
It's lazy.
so I 100% on the side of Sasha. Maybe the way they went about it wasn't the best way, but you know what? You do have to stand up to what you believe in, and especially if you feel like your characters are not being respected. As in, they are the tag team champions, and they want to be respected as the champions. They want to respect those belts. They want those belts to be successful, and you guys are not giving the tools for them to be successful. So you know what? They have all right to walk out the way they did.
the the other big part of it for me is what has to be ringing in both of their ears every time because it's said about the shows and the people on the rosters almost every Monday and Friday. And people keep saying they don't make stars anymore, blah blah blah. And the this is a perfect moment to let them be like given the spotlight.
Yeah.
Or it was, because what's a better star than a champion, right? You got Bianca. She's having her moment, so you're not gonna just delete her moment, because that would also be reason to go. You're not gonna do it to SmackDown because they were mostly on Raw. Like they go back and forth. So understandably, it was gonna happen on Raw, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it was gonna be. But like, why you gotta do them like that? I don't understand. Like, let them. What is the longest reign for those belts? Is it Becky? I mean, is it Sasha and whatchamacallit? Bailey or no?
Asuka and Kairi.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
They're the longest reigning. And I think Alexa and Nikki is the most times.
Okay, yeah, because they were 2 times, right?
They 3 times.
They were 3 times?
No, they were 2 times. So they're tied with a couple of people. But I think they had 2 times. No, I actually think Alexa and Nikki are the longest running.
Because they had 2? That doesn't count.
They
lost in between. Yeah. You have to reset that. Come on.
Well, combined days, I think they have the longest reign.
Oh, okay.
Because
but again,
they may be like 10 days off of his Kairi and
okay. But again, the thing about elevation of anything, look at what Roman did with that belt, man. I'm just saying. What would happen one day he come in, he talking about I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna get in this whack ass match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That ain't got nothing to do with my scene. What are you doing? Come on, man. You can't interrupt somebody's flow all the time. Like, I know that place is very famous for anything can happen at any time. But damn, sometimes let things make sense, right?
Yeah, Kabuki Warriors.
Okay.
Kabuki Warriors have the longest reign.
Is it more than 200 days?
It's 170 something days.
That ain't listen. So I'm just saying, let these 2 have it for 300 or something. Whatever. Let them never lose it.
But they need contenders, and that's the biggest problem. They need contenders. What tag teams do you have?
And then, well, listen, if you commit to Nikki and Doudrop, that's one. What was the other one? Because they broke up.
Natty and Shayna Baszler.
I don't like that one though. I don't, because I want Shayna on her own. But whatever.
But that's another tag team. You broke up Liv and Rhea, and I actually like them as a tag team. I wish they went more with that. You could even put them together in Edge's group. I would have been fine with that. You could who else? Carmella and Selena Vega. They're not even on TV anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
one just got slapped in the face.
Yeah, Carmella just
been insulted.
Yes, exactly, and she might be teaming with R-Truth again, but like they're both not on TV anymore. You broke them up. You broke up Liv and Rhea Ripley. Shanti is just there. Aaliyah is just there. You have no tag teams. You have
how long until they're in? How long until Shotzi and Aaliyah in a tag team?
I 100% think it's gonna be next week.
Dude, it's driving me crazy. It's like anytime they see you together for more than 2 weeks, they like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, you're just gonna have a better tag team. But they have there's no other women contenders at tag teams, and then the quality of the tag teams are not there either. At least when Sasha and Bailey won the titles, the tag titles, when they had all the belts, they had at least the Kabuki Warriors. They had at least I think Becky and Charlotte was fighting for them too. You had the Iconics there. You had quite a few teams. You had Alexa and Nikki Cross. You had a bunch of people going for those titles. Now you only have 3 people, and sometimes not even 3 people, 2 people.
That's true.
And that's
an issue. True.
It's a big issue. It's a big issue, and I do not fault Sasha. Maybe how she did it was wrong, and how they're reacting to it, but I don't fault her for standing up to be like, we feel like the titles are getting disrespected.
My thing is just that I can understand a bit of frustration from a different angle though, because they worked here and they just let go of mad women.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to have a division.
Yeah. 100%.
And they ain't got no people in the division.
Yeah.
So why would what y'all doing? What was the plan?
Yeah. They had no plan.
And that's the part that, yeah, exactly, Mark. That's the part that's like, that has to be frustrating as hell when you know there's no real plan. It's
No,
like,
there's no real plan whatsoever. Watch, Sonya Deville and Alexa Bliss gonna tag team. They have nothing for Alexa Bliss either, which is pissing me off too. Like I already see it. They have nothing for her, even though she could probably elevate any fucking division she goes in. They have nothing for her.
that's true.
Sonya Deville could be a great character if you actually build her right. But again, you got a bunch of single wrestlers. You don't got tag teams. You have no tag teams. You had something in Rhea and Liv. They actually were getting the crowd behind them. Fans were loving them, and you killed that really fast.
That's odd too. That's odd because Rhea and Nikki wasn't popping, but didn't they win the titles?
They won. They had the titles. But they made that work too, and I even give them credit too. They made that work as well. That was entertaining as well.
But it wasn't to the level. I'm just saying, it wasn't to the level. They received more success with the one that was lesser of, because the fans were ridiculous.
Yes.
For Liv and Rhea, like, it's a whole different level.
And they had similar style. That's why. So their styles came together too, which was good. So, yeah, like, I understand it. Like, I'm not gonna fault them at what they did. I understand it, and there's also is kind of disrespect because you have not worked a tag team division at whatsoever. The women's tag team division was always kind of like the left. It was just there. They never had that serious look at, and especially those titles were new too. There was so much you could have done. You could have built tag teams. I feel like this is something I brought about many years in our podcast, and this is something that continues to this day. A female wrestler cannot be a tag team. See, they cannot be their whole career as a tag team
unless they try from the beginning. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but
the Iconics are like the only ones who successfully did it.
Yeah, but like the guys general, like, you can have a whole career as a tag team. Look at the Revival. You could have a full on tag team career, and be fine on shit like that. But as a women's wrestler, your money is more in singles competition, not tag teams.
Well, then you have to be the ones to change that. That's all.
Yeah. But
you can't just let it be.
The company has to give them the.
If we seen one do it, you can't say it can't be done.
It can be done, but
it's just harder.
But it's not allowed to be done. Like Iconics, yes, they were the one and the only that they were able to do it. But there's no other ones like that, even outside of like once they left.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to let them. I mean, not saying that you're the one shutting them down. I'm not saying you, Mark. Yeah. I'm just saying in general, the idea just then has to be. We've seen one do it. When they come through, give them a shot.
Like my thing is like you cannot,
or let them be for long enough that they develop into it if that's what they want.
Yeah. So like
not just throw them, but if they want that, I don't know. I just think the story took a turn, but I kind of think that Liv and Rhea wanted to be that.
Yeah.
The unit, but it actually does make for a compelling story, so I see why not.
Yeah, I feel like they just stopped it too early.
Yeah, but I get it, because if you have, again, you know what the difference is for most of these things is, like, this one at least they had a plan.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't end and go nowhere. The delay between Rhea joining the group from the date they broke up as a team, well, it wasn't even that long. It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, it was about a month.
Was it about a month?
Yeah, it was about a month.
Okay.
It was right. It was right before WrestleMania. It was like during the WrestleMania time.
Okay.
So yeah, they tag team for about a month, maybe two. All right. But yeah, I don't fault Naomi and Sasha a little. Like as much as they're supposedly they're getting. I don't fault them to standing for what they believe in. I think they are the talent. They're that talented that you could really showcase them as well, and they did not.
Yeah, I guess the lesson from this is that you see what they chose to do. They chose, instead of to stand behind them, they chose to let them walk out.
Yeah.
It's messed up. because you can prevent that.
Yeah,
You can go along with what they're trying to do because they're trying to do it for the benefit of the company as well. It's not like they're trying to. They're not divas. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but they made
they're workhorses.
They made Sasha look like one, and that's the problem too. It's like it's two-sided story. It's not one-sided.
But I'm just saying, from the people that work there that know the performers, nobody's saying that. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It's like, so when her personality is known to not be that, you know where it's coming from. It's coming from the side of a person that's a performer that wants to do good. So that's kind of why it sucks. That's more like, that pisses me off. It's like, she ain't trying to be the star. Like, listen, everybody wins when we do it this way. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. NXT. We kicked off with Cameron Grimes and what's this? No, I got the wrong date. Yeah, no, this is it. It's Cameron Grimes and Solo Sikoa versus Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was actually a good match. Probably the best match of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that. I'd probably say so.
We got Lash Legend defeating Tamir Paxley.
I like that they were actually, because the new crop of girls and stuff, they're actually getting some recognition now. So I was like, all right, okay.
Jordan Gase raised the stakes for his In Your House match with Braun Breaker.
So now he gets to shoot him in the leg?
I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I feel bad. I have no interest in this match whatsoever.
I know, because I feel like this is Breaker's hitting a speed bump.
Yeah.
Because he was doing very fine before this. Remember Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
100%.
So this, Ciampa, that was awesome. This, not so awesome.
Yeah. We got Viking Raiders defeat Creed Brothers. Good match. This dude needs to stop doing that cannonball.
He's gonna break his ankles.
It looked like he was gonna explode his ankles.
He was gonna end up like Ridge Holland. Just damn, son, promising career. Don't explode your leg, man.
Dude, that shit looked terrible.
But other than that, yeah, it was a great match. Good to see the War Raiders of old come back.
Yes, 100%.
That's what I need. We need that.
We had Grayson Waller defeats Andre Chase.
And I thought it was, again, this was more a story match, but they're not bad, dude.
Yeah,
they're not bad. Like chemistry-wise, they're not bad.
Roxanne Perez defeats Kana James.
It was okay.
Okay.
That's all I can say about it. Because if I'm not mistaken, no, wait, was that the girl from the tag team or no?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't recognize her, so I was not sure.
Yeah, because she didn't have the outfit on. Yeah.
You got Wes Lee versus Nathan Frazier, ending in a no contest. I kind of saw that coming, but Von Wagner came and beat the crap out of them.
He's trying.
Him in his Cyclops hands.
Come on, man.
And then
it could have been blue. Could have been blue.
And then the main event was Santo Escobar versus defeating Tony D'Angelo.
I mean, I think this is a fitting conclusion.
Yeah.
Do you think it goes more from here?
I have a feeling they're gonna go one more match because of how the In Your House is coming out.
Okay.
So I feel like the Italians need a girl, and I think it's gonna be a 4-way.
I got you.
Which I think is Santina Morella's daughter.
Gotcha.
She's the only one that makes sense right now. Just by looks alone. But I'm happy Santo won. I wanted him to win. I like him more of a character than the other one is. Again, I think Santo Escobar should be NXT champion. I'm just saying, like, he's probably one of the best like characters there. And then I like the win. I like that he caught him his own game and knocked him with some brass knucks.
That's it.
That's what Tony D'Angelo deserved because he was talking shit. I think he deserved the brass knucks to the face.
Yeah, why not? He hit Pete Dunne in the knee with a crowbar.
Exactly. Man, this is for Pete Dunne.
This is for Butch.
The Butch. Yeah. Anyway, NXT, where you give it?
I give it a B,
B.
solid B.
All right, that's good.
Because it's like nothing was offensive. Even the matches
Yeah.
with people I didn't know so much, not offensive. So
I'll go
all right.
B. I'll go B minus. I want some more structure. I feel
You know
like the
what?
stories are kind of like are just there.
I'm gonna go with you on that because the stories, the main story, the champ story is so weak.
Yes, it's probably one of his weakest. And again, I was grown to liking Braun Breaker. I'm just not digging this. I'm not digging this storyline whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we go to AEW Dynamite, and we kick off with Owen Hart Foundation's tournament quarterfinal. We got Samoa Joe versus a Joker named Johnny Elite,
Which is awesome.
Mr. Johnny Drip Drip.
Yes, sir.
Makes his AEW debut. I was very happy to see Morrison.
I thought it was a very good match. Joe was not playing games.
Yeah. I'll say there was some like hiccups with some moves wise and botching wise here and there, but other than that, it was an entertaining match. That was way too far for a 450 splash. I'm sorry, like there was no way you were making that. I was looking how far you are, like there's no way in hell you're making that. So there was some like dumb things they did in that match, but other than that, it wasn't bad.
Joe ain't do nothing dumb. Come on, man.
Joe didn't do it. Morrison was like, yo, that's far. Like, yo, you should know your lane from how you jump. That was way too far.
Stay in your lane, Johnny.
You should have did like a high flying rolling thunder or something just to make it look better. But other than that, it was fine. Next we have Hangman Page versus Konosuke
I think it's Takeshita. Takeshita.
So, all right, I'll let you say what you want to say for this first.
I thought they was trying to kill each other. That was great. That's all. That dude is good. Because I've seen him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has other matches. I think this is his second one on a regular show.
I saw him kill QT Marshall.
Okay, so yeah, but like he's had matches I've seen, and you could just tell he's good. So. Yeah. The only thing is, they tried to kill each other. But listen, man, it is what it is.
So I have so this is something I have issues with, and this is not in general like saying that the guy's not talented or not, but you have your AEW world champion, getting his ass whooped most of this match.
Mm-hmm.
And like that kind of like. I don't know, like again, because this guy's brand new to the federation and stuff like that. I think it would. I'm not crazy about him getting his ass whooped like half the match, especially he's your world champion. You're trying to show that CM Punk, like there's gonna be some issues with CM Punk going into their match next week, and Double Nothing. But now seeing this match and seeing how much this dude whooped his ass, I'm like looking at Punk like, yo, you're going to have an easy match.
I think it was a fight. So
yeah, like I liked the match.
I didn't see it.
I appreciate the match, but I don't think they needed this match to build into the Punk storyline going into Double or Nothing. If anything, it kind of made Hangman look a little weaker than what he is, and that's my own chance with this.
I can see that for the story.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about as a wrestling match. I thought
as a wrestling match, it was a good match. 100% was a good match.
They tried to kill each other, dude. Yeah. I don't know what else. What?
Yeah, as a wrestling match, it was a good match. But as a storyline going into a world championship pay per view, it made Heyman look weak, and that's my only thing.
Okay, I got
you. We have Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus the Workhorsemen.
What a name!
That's their name. It was alright. It was what it needed to be, and it looks like they're building for a tag team title. So now you have Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland on the 5th spot, and they're actually gonna be fighting for the tag team titles against Jungle Boy and Hobbs and Stark.
One of the best. I guess it's a Sobot kick. Yeah. Swerve. He could do it in the face.
Yeah.
and the finisher, awesome, dude.
They
tried to kill that man.
It looks so mean.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so mean. That move looks like something that Hulk and Spider-Man will do.
I mean, why not? That's who they might as well just Tell him now. Yo, Swerve, Hulk and Spider-Man. There you go.
Hulk and Spider-Man. That should be the T-shirt doing that move.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, they got one.
you know what's funny is the fact that I think after the Talk is Jericho interview with Swerve, like I have 100% more appreciation for his character because he said this character is pretty much Simon Phoenix.
This is true.
Like I see it so much more now, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. That is the person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they are gonna fight for the tag titles. I'm actually hoping Swerve and Lee win.
Me too.
Then we got the Warlord taking the 10 slashes. I give him credit. Like he
I wouldn't take that.
Yeah. I think this segment was strong. I think it made Warlord really strong. The crowd was really intense into it. And then him kicking him in the balls and fucking whooping his ass afterwards made
That's
a lot of
messed.
sense.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, Warlord? You trusted too much. This dude wants to whoop your ass, and he's whooping you, and you just let him be. And like, all right, I'm just gonna keep my back behind you. You're not looking at him behind you and anything like that. So, you brought that kick to the balls yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You're right though.
It was a good segment though. I'll give credit where the credit's due. A good segment. It got me interested in seeing Warlord whoop the shit out of MJF at the pay-per-view. So, it's gonna happen.
Yes, hopefully.
We got Owen Hart Foundation men's quarterfinal match: Ray Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly. So this match, I had a big feeling it was just gonna be a spot fest and everything like that. But yo, they delivered a kind of match that I like, and that's selling the leg, that's telling a story, that's building on with counters and stuff like that. I like the fact the match did not end with a regular finisher. They hadn't ended with a submission to a part that has been worked on the whole match. So I appreciate this. I really enjoyed this match. It was Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. I personally, I think that was the best match of the show because this match, more so than a lot of matches recently, they sold they gave you the feeling of, man, they've been in the ring for a long time, and they're tired, they're hurt. I'm talking about during this match.
Yeah.
Like you can see the bar deplete. Yeah. And like you don't usually get that, especially not in AEW, because everybody looks like they're the same when they come in, except when it's blood.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's a lot of matches where it looks like nobody broke a sweat.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It was actually a really good match, and again, they tell the hell of a story. Best match of the night. You had Jericho and Regal face-to-face confrontation. We learned that we learned that there was piss in a teacup. We learned that William Regal likes putting things in his butt.
We learned a lot of stuff this episode. We learned that Wardlow was a masochist because you saw how he was smiling.
Yeah.
When he was getting whooped. Just saying.
Yeah.
We learned a bunch of stuff. Damn, somebody should have talked to him. Hey, man,
not
come
only
on.
one toothbrush. He put 5 toothbrushes up his ass. 5.
Oh man, what a shame.
Big E's number 5.
5.
Owen Hart Foundation Women's quarterfinal: Baker versus Miki Ito.
Oh, Maki Ito.
Maki Ito. There you go.
The headbutt girl.
Yes.
The foul mouth.
That was okay match.
I thought it was a match of 2 parts because before the break it was okay.
Yeah.
And I think it turned up after the break, and that's when I liked it more because it was towards the end of the match, and she not for nothing, Britt be beating the hell out of people sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that, but she just be kicking people in the head and like just laying into them. And it's like, it's not usually a 50-50 in a Britt Baker match. She usually just beats people up. So I'm with it. So whatever. It was all right.
We get Sarah Deebs gets the upper hand, and pretty much she's going to be fighting Thunder Rosa for the AEW World Women's Wrestling Champion. I know you probably forgot that she was a champion, but she is.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
So
you should be right up there on front. I'm just saying.
We were talking about this, and it was funny because there's actually stats of how much time she had on TV within the last couple of weeks. So Thunder Rosa's championship reign, 11 minutes TV on regular programming since winning. 62 days as AEW Women's Championship, 11 minutes out of 21 combined hours of AEW Dynamite and Rampage. 0 matches.
What the hell are they doing? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. I think Thunder Rosa is probably one of their best wrestlers, and why are you not capitalizing on the thing that the person does best?
Please don't. What was the movie? Don't be. The movie is so bad I can't remember the name. Don't be Spawn.
Yes.
Don't cast the correct woman to shoot gun. Don't you pay the woman to wrestle.
Yeah.
Let her do her thing. Is she hurt? They ain't say it.
Yeah.
Remember that. You can't just be pretending people ain't hurt if they hurt.
Yeah.
If she's a champion, you know what they do? They take it from you.
Yeah.
So if she's hurt, she gotta give it up. If she's not hurt, she gotta wrestle. Like what's going on?
Yeah. I'm very disappointed with that because again, do give her what she does best. She wrestles. Give her matches. She don't have to be like again. Not every one of her matches has to be a title defense unless they are in the rankings. So if they're in the rankings in the top 5, then you could get some title defenses. But you should at least had 1 or 2 title defenses at least within the 62 days she's been a champion. At least 1. That's not on pay-per-view.
It's a damn shame.
So like, I feel like she had not had one celebration for her title win or anything like that either. I do like the fact that Sierra Deebs is the one that's going to fight her first. I like that match. I like that matchup a lot. But, showcase your women's champion.
There's like 70 other women that work there that she could beat up.
I'm just saying, like Jade, I'll say this. Jade has more TV time than Thunder Rosa, 100%.
Yeah, true. She has a show.
Yeah.
She has a Rampage. That's her show.
Yeah, so it is what it is. And then our main event was the Owen Hart quarterfinal match, Adam Cole versus Jeff Hardy.
Great match. I think it was definitely better than him and Darby. Definitely better than him and Fish.
Okay.
Definitely better than those last 2 matches he had. So, but Chugs takes it. There we go.
Yeah. It is what it is. Chugs takes it. He's in the finals. Semifinals. He's waiting on the winner of Samoa Joe and O'Reilly. Okay, Rampage. Oh, sorry. I closed out Rampage for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, where you give AEW?
I give it a solid B.
Solid B. I'm gonna go B-. I feel like some of the storylines. So this is my thing with AEW, and I feel like this is probably gonna be more of a problem than actually gonna get you people to stay on your program. I feel like you're throwing in way too many stories that have no like life to them, and they're focusing on the big stories.
There's so many little ones.
Yeah.
There's so many to try to contain. Who was the main story? Is it Hangman?
I guess Hangman and Punk, but I feel like
it's Chugs. I'm just
honestly,
I still feel like it's Chugs.
I'll say the only storyline right now that got my interest because they've been building it and they've been building it good is MJF versus Wardlow.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
and then I'll say number 2 is probably the tag title match.
Yeah, because I like all the parties involved.
And they've been building that. They've been building like little
since
tension
they got
between and then building that little tension between Christian now with Swerve and things like that. So they've been building that tension throughout it. Everything else is just like fast paced things that I think again we even talked about this too. I feel like Tony Khan, the way he writes his shows, he feels like you watch everything and they don't do a good job in explaining their road to the things. So like, if a person is like, say for instance, I seen them once on TV and they're 25-0, I'm like, where the fuck do those 25 matches happen?
That is Excalibur's job to let us know.
Yeah, and I feel like they do a very bad job doing that.
So But my thing is like I don't agree that not all of them because like I said I feel like Chugs is still the main storyline.
Yeah, Chugs is
Him and the
storyline.
Hardys and the Bucks I
Yeah,
feel like is the main
yeah,
that's never stopped. So
yeah. But that was my only issue. I'm not 100% invested into the pay per like the building to the pay per view. I'm
hmm
not 100% invested in it. Maybe 2 or 3 matches I am.
I'm trying to well we have to go through it to see what all matches are in there so I can give you my opinion.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it explicitly. I know the Hardys and the Bucks. I know whoever wins is gonna fight Chugs. Excuse me, Kyle. Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Can't help. The Jada and Jay, I don't care. That just but again, the reason I don't care because that's literal last minute.
Yeah.
Like that has zero build up.
She did 1 ring save and then she gets the title match.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like it's like I think it doesn't even qualify, so I
Yeah.
can't. But like, what else is there that at least we know something about that's up yet?
I'm so I'm guessing like the Jericho appreciation shit and
That hasn't solidified into a match yet, right? Or
it's
has
yeah
it?
they kind of announced the match this week on Dynamite that they're gonna have the fight. They haven't said what kind of fight it's gonna be, but they said there's gonna be a fight.
Who
And
fight? Oh yeah, I was like they don't want to fight.
yeah,
They don't want to fight out in the stadium.
yeah,
No, we already did that. Stop.
yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah, I feel like some of their stories are just not hitting to me. They're not interesting. I have no interest. I'm not interested in the TNT Championship with Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky. I thought we were done with that, but no, I guess we're not. I'm not interested in Jaden and whatever her names. And Jay. I'm not really interested. I'm interested in Sarah Deebs and Thunder Roses just because I know the quality of the match is gonna be, but the storyline they gave me is bullshit.
Yeah, because they only had like
Yeah,
a face to face, and then she berated Dustin.
yeah. So that was my issue with that too. Like,
Rosa.
there's a lot of things that they have not like built me to want to watch on Double or Nothing, but there are some that I do. Like I want to see the tag team title match because I'm invested in that. I'm interested in the Warlow and MJF because I'm invested in that. They did a good job in keeping that storyline going, and they did a good job in keeping it alive. So those are the only things that I have issues with, though. So yeah, I give B minus. We go to did you get to watch Impact?
No.
Impact was actually a solid show. I'll just run it down really fast and go from there. We had Speedball versus Laredo Kid. Really solid match. Speedball wins. As the qualifier for the Ultimate X match at the next pay per view. We had a six knockouts tag team match. We had Tasha Steeles. We had Evans and Deonna Purrazzo versus Tay Jordan. Tay Valkyrie. We had Jordan Grace, and we also had Mia Yim. It was a solid match, actually. The only time I don't like the match is when Evans was in there. I don't think she's that good, so it was all right. You had I Don't Know More versus the Good Brothers. It was a solid tag team match. You had the main event was the tag team championship. Briscoes versus Violent by Design. It was solid, and then it was pretty much a standoff between Eric Young and Josh Alexander at the end. I actually like the storyline they're kind of telling with that. So, solid match. I'll give Impact a B minus B. There was nothing like really sink your teeth, but that first match was actually really good.
Gotcha. Okay.
There was a little Major Bro promo on there, and that was it. They were on the show, so that's the reason why I also good. So I'm biased. I want to see my Major Bros. And now we go to Friday Night SmackDown. I think this is probably one of the best SmackDowns this year. We kick off with the Universal Champion and him talking the shit and telling that the Usos must win those tag titles. but they were going
This
to
is
get
true.
kicked out. They were going to get kicked out their house.
They were walking home.
Yep.
That's what he said. You gonna walk home? Come home.
Very good promo. I love Roman Reigns and what he's been doing with this character. So it is what it is. Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Sami Zayn. Very solid match. They actually gave him time, and it was actually a fun match.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Happy Corbin.
I like Shinsuke's outfit.
Me too. Happy Corbin destroys Madcap Moss's Andre the Giant Battle Royal trophy. So I'm guessing that he got it fixed to just break it again.
I guess he wanted what he wanted. He just wanted the piece. He only wanted the top. That's it.
Yeah. So he
I actually thought the whole thing was good.
Yeah.
I liked his methodical explanation of everything. He's like he thought he was a big shot.
Yeah.
I'm the only big shot. Now die.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what he said. I'm just paraphrasing.
I'm still saying Madcap shouldn't have been talking shit.
I mean, look, if you're a man whose entrance music goes before you come out,
you deserve
you
that.
gotta talk some smack.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully that whole thing just gives him new theme music then.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. It's just a scream. Ah, my neck.
Oh man. Gunther defeats Drew Gulak.
Why they got it? It's just here's my only issue. You, Mark, Mark, know that Drew Gulak can have a match with that man.
Yes.
Regardless of how many
very
times
good
he gets
match,
chopped.
too.
Why don't they let that happen? I don't understand.
I don't know.
They insist on having some guy be a joke every time. It's like that era passed. Stop trying to relive that shit. That bugs me.
One thing I will have to give credit, I like how they booking Gunther.
Yeah. Can't be mad at that.
And Ricochet, you just bought yourself your funeral.
Bought himself a ticket to Chop City.
Yep, the Ricochet. Goodbye to that. Say goodbye to that IC title very soon.
How long is it before they try to take Ludwig away from Gunther? Because when he goes out there, the ladies be screaming, "What's up, that man?"
Ludwig. Yeah.
They're gonna take him away from him.
Yeah.
He's too handsome. They're gonna take him.
Yeah. Schneiser.
Jesus.
Yeah, Ricochet's IC title reign is gonna come to an end by Gunther.
So, very soon.
I don't mind that at all either, because you're not really highlighting Ricochet. You're not doing him any favors. Just give it to Gunther.
It is what it is. Now, see, look. If Ricochet walked out, you think he would have people mad at him? Hell no, because they ain't using that man not at all. Yeah. He's a champion. They got him just chilling.
Yeah.
What?
It is what it is.
All right.
Yeah. We have RK Bro explain the advantage over the Usos in the Unification Tag match. I like the promo. It was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. Raquel Gonzalez defeats Santi in the Charlotte match.
I like Shotzi's promo.
Me too.
She could talk her ass off. It was great.
Yep. Use her more.
Please.
Xavier Woods defeats Butch with the Woods.
The backwoods?
The backwoods.
It's too strong for some people.
It's too strong.
To quote, I think Michael Cole actually said.
But then Xavier got his ass kicked by everybody.
Yo, Butch is the MVP. He ran through the entire arena, came back for a back attack.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
Yeah. I've actually been digging it as much as that it's been repeating. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. Let me just try to find enjoyment in this. And like anytime Butch is actually in the ring, he has good chemistry with everybody. Like he's actually fucking Pete Dunne knows how to fucking go. So I'm fine with the matches he gives. So next week it's supposed to be a 6-man tag, and New Day's supposed to have a mystery partner. So
Drew Gulak.
I would not take Drew Gulak if he's in this losing streak.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just saying, out of my heart.
Ricochet. No, he's busy. No, Ricochet.
Yeah,
Ricochet's finally busy.
Ricochet just got himself murdered.
Yeah, no. You just reminded me of something, Bert. We just talked about how he ain't had nothing to do and finally got himself a casket, but he could have been on the list.
Yeah,
because he wasn't doing nothing for a long time.
There you go.
It's messed up.
So I was saying there's a chance it might be Drew McIntyre as the third partner because you got the whole Big D thing, but this also could work in a way of bringing back Claudio. I have a feeling that there's a big chance he signed back with WWE, or the person we found out is back on the up or down with Tyler Breeze.
Yes, sir. Both would be a pleasant surprise.
I will be happy for either one of them. So let's see. If you put it out in the world, hopefully it stays.
Yes, sir.
And then our main event was well worth the wait. It was the Usos defeats the RK Bro to be the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions with the help of Roman Reigns. They had motherfucking kids cry. It was hilarious. Our picture of our podcast is fuck them kids with the kids crying and Roman Reigns smiling. This match was fantastic. It was a pay-per-view quality match. And this is going to lead into SmackDown getting an A+.
I love Paul Heyman on commentary.
That too. That was great.
And then how he got mad and they started staring at them and then he just got up and then he started cheating. Yep. And I was just like, yo, Paul, why you ain't gotta do all like that. Well, I guess he did. Damn. There's a lot to the stuff with the bloodline that a lot of it is Paul Heyman's expressions.
Yeah.
When they won, did you see him mugging in the back with a finger up?
Yep.
It had me dying. Dude, I was cackling. It was so funny.
So now the Usos are undisputed tag team champions.
Yep.
Yeah,
finally.
SmackDown definitely is A+. A+ show.
I'm gonna give it an A. I wasn't feeling the Sammy Shinsuke match as much as I didn't like it as. They're never going to recapture that match again. It wasn't even close. Yeah. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah. I liked the match. I liked the thing is that I liked the character work between them two and then the fact that he was trying to get him kind of out and it kind of backfired.
I appreciate that he caught him at his own game.
Yeah.
Because then he clocked him right in the head when he got back in. Yeah, why don't more people do that?
Exactly. So those are the things I actually appreciated about the match. And I actually like the whole him still trying to represent the bloodline and shit, and it just makes me laugh. I think we had a solid women's match. I think we had a solid promos by the women with Sansi and yelling at Aaliyah and saying Raquel Rodriguez ain't shit, pretty much. And then I did like those little things. I did like the Butch and Xavier Woods. I like the storyline they building with that. So I thought it was a solid show. I'll go with A. You got an A. I got an A+. Yes, I got an A+. I guess we could do like a little preview of Double or Nothing because we were talking about it. So far the matches are here. I guess the tournament we could wait till later, but other than that, so we have in the buyout we have Hook and Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling.
I think this is gonna be hilarious.
Yep.
I picture Smart Mark costing him the match. Because he keeps saying he wasn't supposed to be in there. Yeah. But I saw the training montage.
Yeah. Hook and Danhausen winning.
I guess so, right? Finally.
Yeah. I liked their montage. He's just hanging on the pole.
That's it.
It was actually very funny. And him eating the potato chips and seeing why their power. Yeah. It was actually pretty funny. Jade Cargo versus Anna Jay.
Can't get excited. No. It's just whatever. I mean, here's my excitement. It'll never happen, but what if she wins the match? That's my excitement.
I doubt it.
I'm just saying. That's the only okay.
Because now she has two other people helping her.
I don't care. That makes it even more like, damn, you lost and you got homies.
I don't.
I'm just saying.
I think Jade keeps the title.
Let's hope against hope.
Yeah.
The Dark Order needs something.
Yeah. they're just there now. They just
getting there. After Friday, they got murdered. I mean, you know what? Shouts to Evil Uno and 10 because we didn't get there yet.
Oh yeah, we forgot
that match. It was good.
I completely forgot about Rampage. Anyway, let's go through this and we go to Rampage. I completely forgot about Rampage. You also got Kyle O'Reilly or Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. Those I'm going to leave out. Thunder Rosa versus Sarah Davis.
I think Chugs is winning the match regardless.
You think Chugs? I would like O'Reilly, to be honest.
That's what I think is gonna happen. But I see Chugs winning regardless.
And I think Tony Storm wins.
I see that. I see her winning.
Yeah.
I see her winning.
Thunder Rosa, Sarah Deebs.
I mean, look, the story that told me Serena Deebs might win the match.
Yeah.
She's present.
I wouldn't mind Deebs taking the title, even though
Yeah.
I blame AEW on the lack of anything with the women's champion. I blame them on that.
Hell yeah. Where's the matches?
Yep. Tag team championship 3-way: Jurassic Express versus Team Taz versus Keith Lee and Swerve.
Well, I'm going for Lee and Swerve.
Me too.
But again, I'm not mad at Team Taz.
Me either. I won't be mad if they win, but I'm gonna go with Swerve and Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and the Black Bull Combat Club, Bryan and Moxley. Well, if Bryan is clear to wrestle, because he did fuck up his leg.
Oh man!
At the end of the match.
Yeah, I saw. But I also saw. So I saw Behind the Magic there, and he was okay.
Okay.
He's okay.
All right.
But I wonder, because I know it was accidental, but I wonder if they're going to use that though. Like
they probably will. Be smart if they do. I think the Blackpool Combat Club and Eddie Santana and Ortiz win just because they have not won anything with Jericho.
I think Jericho shoots Eddie
because he's a wizard.
Yeah, he's a goddamn wizard. No, but I think I think Jericho does something ridiculous to him. He pours him in cement. I think, but not like in a tube, like Paul Bearer, but like in the ground, like a gangster.
I think Kingston's team wins. I think they need a win.
You think so? I don't think
they
so.
They have not won anything.
I mean, they gonna keep losing.
But Bryan and Moxley ain't gonna let that happen. Moxley's gonna. They're
gonna be too busy whooping somebody's ass to pay attention to winning the match.
Bryan's gonna kill Daniel Garcia.
I mean, listen. If it happens, it happens. If we lose one, if we lose a soldier, If we lose a soldier, it is what it is. But I feel like the sports entertainers are gonna win this match.
Yeah. All right. And then you also have the House of Black versus Death Triangle.
Finally, we get the decisive match because I feel like this feud has been going on too long.
Yeah.
So somebody needs to die.
Yeah.
I feel like Pac and Black are gonna be like the main two. I don't know, maybe Penta.
Yeah.
I feel like Penta stepped up because now he's the graveyard Penta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna win. Yeah. I think Penta and I think Dead Triangle's gonna win.
You know what? I can see that.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I think is really gonna happen: is Julia's gonna come out and stab somebody.
Yeah, I have a feeling something's gonna happen like that. So House of Black, I think, is gonna win.
Yeah.
Hardys versus the Young Bucks. I think the Bucks are winning.
I think the Hardys will win.
And then our main event is the AEW World Championship: Hangman Page versus CM Punk.
I think CM Punk's gonna win.
I have a feeling he's winning too.
I think he's gonna win. Right. Not even just from a story thing. I just like, I don't know how much longer he's gonna be there. Just give him the belt before he goes.
I have a feeling he's winning that one, and I think he's going into the Forbidden Door as world champion.
Yeah.
So we got Rampage. We forgot to review, so we go to that. We have House of Black versus Evil Uno, 10, and Vega del Sol.
And they killed him. Good. Rightfully so. But I got to give credit to the Dark Order because their tag moves are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Uno and 10 have good tag moves.
But he tried to take out Vega's arm.
Yes.
We had Shawn Spears versus Big Damo.
I'm so mad. Come on. You know he can wrestle.
Yeah.
That was just so disappointing. I'm glad to see him. Right, because he's been all over the place since he left. But like, come on, you gotta do Damo like that.
We had Red Velvet versus Chris Statlander.
I thought it was pretty good. Because I know they had a few matches on Dark before, and then they had the team thing.
Yeah.
So they have a little bit of together. I thought it was actually good. I think because they have the chemistry, that Velvet was actually better. Because like some of the stuff she was doing was pretty good. So, and I think the right person won.
Yep. And then our main event was Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson versus Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. Blackpool Combat Club wins, and then the Jericho Appreciation comes in attacks.
And they try to murder Bryan Danielson.
Yes, they did.
Freaking Hager was having none of it. You stuck? I'm gonna kill you.
Yep.
Damn, son. No, stop. Go home. Yeah. He was like, you told me to come to work today. You said I could stay home for 2 months, and now I'm here. Don't send me home.
All right. Now that's what you give Rampage.
I give it a solid B.
Give it a solid B as well.
Like I can't really complain. None of the matches like were barn burners, but like I wasn't offended this week. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was entertained by some of the stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it credit. I'll give it a B. So we go into the podcast we listened to. There was a couple I listened to this week. I listened to Really Regal on Renee Parquette. I listened to RJ City also on Ray Parquette.
Oh yeah, shout out to RJ City because I don't really listen to his stuff because I know he's done some audio stuff before and has shows.
Yeah.
But he's on AEW's like little skit show they have on YouTube.
Yeah, AEW.
And it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
With him and Arn Anderson. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did see that one. That was actually pretty funny. That was funny.
So the one with him and Keith Lee, you should. I think I sent you that one. If you have time, check that one out.
They have Hey EW. That's what it's called.
Yes.
That was good. You got Tony Storm on the AEW podcast. You have, and then shout outs to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I always listen to those guys. I always show support to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast.
Yes, sir.
Give you all your toy needs and news.
Shout outs to the fan that made in those custom pops. They look dope.
They do look dope. Yes, they do. All right, and then now goes to our wrestling retrospect, and this week is my pick. And I had issues. I was really trying to like brainstorm a guy and seeing like where they're gonna be at, and seeing that I kind of went with Justin Thunder Liger last week. I kind of want to go to more of like maybe a heavyweight.
Okay.
So, my pick for this week will be... You know what? Let's go with him. The British Bulldog, David Boy Smith.
Okay. All right.
I think the most famous... I guess one of my most famous matches of his will be Brett versus British Bulldog for the IC title at SummerSlam 92. But probably has a whole catalog of matches. He's been wrestling since the 1987, 86, 87 as the Bulldogs. So he has a long history. So yeah, British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, I think recently I saw the Bulldogs versus the Malenkos, and that's a really good match.
Yeah, so we got some good stuff with that. So our wrestling retrospect, our character will be the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Yes, sir.
And now we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Listen to us. Easiest way is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. And you get all our casts. We got our monthly, the Morphin Cast, our Shell Shock podcast, the Not a Trekkie, and the Game of Rage. And then our weekly It Gets Better at Swerve podcast, along with the Wrestling Babble. Follow our Facebook pages, the Red Cyclone Inc. and the Wrestling Babble. We are very active on there, very responsive, and we do have a lot of discussions in there. And also, if you like to see the wrestling retrospect, every single match that we do talk about on here, I do post up on the YouTube channel, so you can actually watch what we were talking about, and you actually could appreciate what we appreciated. So definitely check that out. I want to give shout outs to Minion because he actually was very, very high on this on the segment too. Like he was like really enjoying it because it made him go back to matches that he never got to watch before. So shout outs to him. And follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the mic. I may be starting Saturday Sonic, and then also maybe doing Sundays for Batman Origins because that's the game I've been playing. So if you watch me on Twitch, those 2 days I'll probably be streaming. I'll probably start today at 6 for Batman Origins. So
have you bought Sonic 4 yet?
I have Sonic 4. I have it
Come
already.
on.
I haven't
Maybe
played
you
it
need
yet.
to play
So.
it.
All right,
You
so
need
I'll
to play
probably do
that
that.
first.
I'll probably do that next Saturday.
Okay.
Right. And follow Wrestling Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we also have a WordPress.
Yep.
So check it out.
Peace out, laters, and always remember to follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
Peace out.